to approve the previous meeting's minutes.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you very much. Starting out with the agenda. First contract on today's agenda is item 1264 of 2026. This is with the Sheriff's Office. Contract is with Mohawk Chevrolet for the purchase of a Chevy Tahoe for EMS. The term is 6/18/2026 to 6/17/2027. The amount of $61,271.52. For comments or questions.
Hi, Tina Harris with the Albany County Sheriff's Office. This is for our EMS unit. It is going to replace a vehicle that is a 2015 Tahoe that has 180,000 miles on it. Mohawk Chevrolet is the lowest vendor to submit the bid for $61,271.52, and it's 100% county funded.
Question. So how long does it take for that vehicle to get 120,000?
Well, this one we're replacing is 180,000.
Okay.
Well, if they're averaging around 40 to 50,000 miles a year.
Okay. And then you replace them when they're in the high hundreds, is that?
When the vehicle is, it costs more to fix.
Okay.
You know, at that point, it's not cost effective to keep fixing them.
Okay.
So it's being replaced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Entertained motion.
Motion.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Next item is number 1262 of 2026. This is for the correctional facility. Contract is with Johnson Controls. This is for the refrigerant leak repair of chiller number 2. The term is 6/18/2026 to 6/17/2027. The amount of $25,986.21. Open for comments or questions.
Yep, this is for the correctional facility. There's 2 chillers. One of them is leaking and needs to be repaired. This is an RFQ and it came at $25,986.21. It's 100% county funded.
What do we use the chillers for?
Air conditioning.
And what portion of, this is in the correctional facility?
Mhm.
So what portion of it is air conditioning?
It would be the buildings, the A and B buildings.
But not where we have inmates in?
Well, A and B buildings do have inmates.
Okay.
Not on the linear tiers, which is more in the older side of the correctional facility.
Okay. Okay. And we did have that, this is connected but unrelated. Do you know the status of
The
that?
feasibility study.
Yeah.
So, I know that they're doing plans.
Okay.
So I don't know if they've been submitted yet. I can look into that though.
Okay. Yeah, we'd love a timeline update on that.
Okay.
And I think part of it was looking at heating and air conditioning in the old part of the jail.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Yep.
Okay. Motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Staying with the correctional facility, we have item 1263 of 2026. This contract is with Jawan Construction Incorporated. This is for the installation of a concrete slab for a mobile gun trailer. The term is 6/18/2026, 6/17/2027. The amount of $38,280. Open for comments or questions.
This is for the correctional facilities, mobile gun range. It was where we put the animal shelter, so we had to move it, and we need a concrete slab to sustain the amount of weight that the mobile range has. So J1 was the lowest vendor to submit a bid for $38,280, and it's 100% county funded.
So this is a one-time cost, so once this is in?
We'll never have to do another thing with it.
Okay, thanks. Motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Thank you. Next item is number 1307 of 2026. This is with the Department of Audit and Control. The contract is with Fit Asset Incorporated, doing business as Debt Book. The contract is for debt accounting and debt management core. The term is 4/25/2026 to 4/24/2029. $54,000. The floor for comments or questions.
Good evening, members of the Contract Administration Board. My name is Amanda Austin, and this is Chip Dot. We're from the Department of Audit and Control. DebtBook is a software that's been used by the county since 2023, and the platform manages the county's outstanding debt, lease, and subscription schedules. It was recommended by BST, our external auditors, when GASB, the Governmental Accounting Standards Board, put out statements 87 and 96 as it relates to leases and subscriptions.
Can you give a little about what exactly they do?
Yeah, so they, we input data into the system that it analyzes and determines whether or not it's a capital lease or subscription, and whether or not it's applicable to the statements, and whether or not it needs to have a liability on the county's books at the end of the year.
So this is like an off-the-shelf kind of software.
Yeah, it's, I hate to say it's like the only game in town, but it's
Sole source.
it's pretty close. When those statements were originally issued, DebtBook came out, and it's either that or going directly with an accounting firm and them managing the schedules themselves, which is generally more expensive.
So you can't bid out this, if there's one vendor that does this, is that?
It's on a state contract.
This is actually on a national cooperative that they're
Okay.
purchasing it from.
Okay. Motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you very much. Next is contract 0968 of 2026. This is with the Department of Probation. Contract with Fourth Family Incorporated. This is for the expanding of Project Growth, the tiered intervention model through mentorship and prevention, curriculum, leadership development, workforce readiness, employment pathways, and community integration. Term is 9/1/2026 to 8/31/2027, in the amount of $100,000. Open for comments or questions.
Hi, Bill Connors from Probation. This contract is 100% county funded. This contract originally was, or this RFP was originally issued by DCYF, and this is a piggyback on that contract. And I apologize, there was a typo on the cover letter indicating a different agency. It's actually, it is Fourth Family.
Oh, okay, good.
But it will provide just involved youth workforce readiness, leadership, employment skills, mentorship, and a lot of important things that our juvenile justice persons need. And we're looking forward to working with this agency, Fourth Family.
Bill, so I have a lot of familiarity with Project Growth. When you say expansion, is the expansion more the services provided to those in the program, or an expansion of the number of individuals that are going to be able to go through the program?
So as the probation Project Growth persons graduate, they would be referred to Fourth Families for an extension and receive
Okay.
additional services.
Great.
So in the past, when the Project Growth program had ended, these individuals had no continued programming. So this will continue that process.
Great.
And what, is this for a youth population
Yes.
or young adults or who?
Youth population up to age 20, younger youth 13, 14, and up to age 21.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Bill, but this is for folks who owe restitution, correct?
It could be included, but the Project Growth program was originally set for persons that owed restitution, and we do incorporate other persons in the program also. But our main priority is to focus on persons that owe restitution, yes.
And have you used anyone for this type of program before?
This is brand new, Fourth Family. They're fairly new to Albany County contracts. I think we're going to see very good things from this program. They just purchased the Sunshine School from Albany City
Yeah.
School District. They're in the process of rehabbing that. And I believe they have several contracts with DCYF now.
Yeah, we have several contracts.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're very good providers.
Good. Love to see the outcomes.
Thank you.
Motion.
Motion.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Next contract is 1273 of 2026 with the Public Works Department. This is with Precision Trenchless LLC. This is for work on County Route 352 over Fox Creek Pipe Lining Project. The term is 7/27/2026 to 7/26/2027 in the amount of $202,125. Open for comments or questions. Lisa?
Yep, Lisa Raimondo from DPW. Precision Trenchless was the sole bidder for this project. It's a project that we have, it's kind of been a thorn in our side for quite some time. It's 2 double culverts that lead to a driveway. So they're actually considered bridges because of their size. And to actually replace them, would cost like well over $1 million. So Precision Trenchless is going to go ahead and line those pipes and extend their life 30 to 50 years.
Okay.
Could we do this with kind of all other types too? I mean, that sounds like a great deal.
It does, it depends. I mean, this is kind of like the largest that they will line in this fashion. But we are certainly, like, we're very much plugged into this technology for other culvert pipes, so.
Okay, motion.
Second, all those in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Sticking with Public Works, this time road and machinery maintenance. Next contract is 1274 of 2026. Contract is with Robert H. Fink and Sons Incorporated for the purchase of a concrete pump, excuse me. Term is 7/14/2026 to 7/13/2027, the amount of $34,125.68.
Yep. So this piece of equipment is going to be invaluable to us. It's going to allow us to do concrete pours that we would normally have to hire a contractor to do because of access. So when the concrete truck pulls up to a project, if we have to pour concrete down at the footings, we wouldn't have a pump to get the concrete from the truck down to the footings. So in years past, we would have to hire a contractor to do it, and it was much more costly. We're actually we can use it on this project, the Precision Trenchless project. When we originally put it out to bid, we were gonna have the contractors do the concrete work, and the price came in like well over $250,000, and we were like, that's crazy. So we were looking to get a pump that would enable us to do it, and then be able to use it on other bridge repair projects. So this will be a great addition to our
Is this
our
a new or
equipment.
used pump?
It's brand new. And it will be paid for out of our capital with heavy vehicles and equipment.
Okay. Motion.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Next contract is 1287 of 2026. This is with Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center. Contract is with Alliance Paving Materials Incorporated. This is for seal coating and paint striping of the Shaker Place parking lot. Term is 7/20/2026 to 7/19/2027. The amount of $24,450.
Hi, Mark Olson from Shaker Place. Just pretty self-explanatory. This is for the seal coating and paint striping of our parking lot. There was an RFP that went out. There were 5 respondents, and Alliance Paving was the lowest responsible bidder. This is 100% county funded, and the price is $24,450.
How often do we have to do this?
About every other year. I think last time we did it was 2024.
Motion.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion passes. Thank you. Staying with Shaker Place, the next contract is 1288 of 2026. This contract is with Crown Castle International. This is for dark fiber communication. The term is 8/1/2026 to 7/31/2027. The amount of $44,036.
Mark Olson again from Shaker Place. So this is for a dark fiber connection from the nursing home to this building. Crown Castle is on state OGS contract. It is a 36-month term at $35,820. Any specific questions? I'm gonna phone a friend.
Tag.
And this goes to 29, I think you said 27, right? This is,
It's
3
on-
years.
Yes, until 2029.
Pat, the dark fiber, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a dedicated line between the two facilities and no other hook-ins?
That is correct. It's replacing an existing service. So
Yeah, learning.
different vendor, a little bit cheaper.
and how often do you have to do that?
So replacing actual fiber can last like anywhere from 20 to 25 to even longer than that years. It depends on if there's depends on if it was installed correctly and if water gets in. But this is just a service contract. It sounds like it's a 3-year term. Most of our other internet circuit contracts are typically a 5-year term because it's purchased off of OGS contract. It's cancelable at any time though. So it's the infrastructure. We're not paying for the infrastructure. We're just paying for the services.
The maintenance.
Yeah.
Motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Moving to contract 1232 of 2026. This contract is with Parks and Recreation. Contract is with Advantage Sports and Fitness Incorporated. This is for the purchase and installation of fitness equipment for the new fitness center at St. Rose in the EAC. The term is 9/1/2026 to 9/1/2027. The amount of $200,429.71. Open floor for comments or questions.
Good afternoon, Jim Halios, Commissioner of Parks and Recreation. The item that we have before you is for purchase of fitness equipment for the new fitness center that we're remodeling over at St. Rose. We're reutilizing the existing cardio equipment that is in there, but the weight equipment that is in the existing fitness center is past its useful life. So we've went through this with the state contract to procure equipment that is going to be more in line with what is used traditionally at fitness centers and all over the capital region. And so we come through with this for that amount. It's an 8 to 10 week lead time, and we'll be looking to actually repurpose the bookstore down in the basement of the EAC, and that we're going to have that footprint much larger, and that will be where the fitness center is located.
This is for the public.
Correct. This is going to be a public-facing fitness center, very similar to what we have at the facility over in Cobb's.
So anyone in the county can use it?
Yes.
And is that a larger space that you're moving into?
Yes. Larger but more kind of conducive to the way that they had it set up on the 3rd floor. There's 2 beams like right in the middle. And so there's just not much flow to it. We'll be able actually to repurpose that room because of the mirror that's in there and use that for for fitness classes and things of that nature.
And right now it's open for use for that, or no?
No, it's closed right now because a lot of the equipment's in disrepair and
Okay.
high dollar not to fix some of the things.
Yeah. And you'll have to have it staffed with someone there all the
Yes,
time?
so that's the intention, is to have a desk in there and then have an attendant in the fitness room down there as well.
And what are the hours that you're planning?
Currently, how the hours that we have at Cahoes right now are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And that's Monday through Friday, and then at 8 to 12 on Saturday. So somewhere around that time frame. Again, I kind of also want to look at uses because it may be more beneficial to adjust the hours and have earlier opening hours for people to come in and work out before they go to work, and then maybe we look also to stay open a tad bit later so those people that are getting off of work can come in and utilize facilities.
And are you, and I don't know if you have to do this in Cahoes, is there like capacity issues that you have to manage?
We have not encountered
No?
that. No.
Okay. Motion?
Second, all those in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Next contract is 1276 of 2026. This is with the Department of Mental Health. Contract is University of Albany Sponsored Programs Administration. Contract is for UAlbany to conduct a comprehensive evaluation of Department of Mental Health Street Psychiatry Program. Term is 1/1/2026 to 12/31/2027, the amount of $80,000. For comments or questions.
Good afternoon, Steve Giordano from the Mental Health Department. This is 100% state funded, and we learned with our Accord program that there are great benefits to prospective research as opposed to after the fact. And we are working with the University at Albany College of Integrated Health Sciences. They put together public health and social work, interestingly. And Dr. Tomoko Udo has worked with us on Accord and with LEAD. And what this will be is $40,000 each year for 2 years to develop a program logic model, to develop program goals and objectives, and to do the evaluation after the first year, and then a final at the end of the second year. And they have been very helpful to us in the past.
So this contract will actually go to 2028.
No, because they have been helping us. This
Okay, so
year.
I see what you're saying, because it started in the beginning of 2020. I see what you're saying.
So
Okay.
it'll be all of this year and then through.
So it's a little retroactive for this year, and then it goes to
Yeah.
June. Okay.
Yeah.
So this will tell us how good the program this is, how well it works, what
Yeah.
the gaps are, that kind
Yeah,
of stuff, how
and
many people.
Yeah, and what we learned in their previous work with us is that in real time, we were able to identify missteps or misdirection or trends in a way that were not what we had hoped for. So we're pretty convinced that as opposed to doing a retrospective review of a program, getting them in at the front door really is helpful in terms of outcome. So yes,
Yeah.
that's our hope.
And then you can make adjustments along the way.
Yes, exactly right.
Yeah. Well, I hope you'll come and kind of talk to us, legislature along the way, let us know how it's going.
We're launching, our grand opening is the 27th of July, but we've been standing this program up for the better part of a year. We've been working in the community with other street organizations. We already have a potential group of people that we're going to be targeting, and I'd be glad to come and if given the
Yeah,
opportunity.
we have U Albany evaluate lots of programs that we do for free.
They do,
State money.
they work in DCYF
Oh,
on
really?
programs, yeah. Yeah, we do a fair amount of, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a great government-public academic partnership.
yeah. Yeah, great, motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Next contract is 1285 of 2026. This contract is with the Department of Social Services. This contract is with Thomson Reuters for the securing of a 3-year contract, with Thomson Reuters for Clear ProFlex online investigative database for use by both DCYF and the Department of Social Services.
They're not here. I mean, I can speak to what we use it
Sure.
for. So it's a 60/40 split. Social Services manages this contract, but DCYF, we pay them for admin, and then our 6 staff that have access to use this. We use it to, when we're gonna have a foster family be approved, we run them through a background check so we can make sure there's no criminal or abuse or neglect charges against them. We also use it when we need to try to find a kinship. I can't speak to exactly what social services is it, but it ends up saving us lots of money. If we find someone and we don't have to take a child into foster care, it could save us potentially, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this is well worth it.
I can speak to DSS, and it sounds like Alex can jump in too, but I know DSS, which has the fraud unit for investigations of reports of benefit fraud, uses Clear for similar purposes to get background information on cases. Alex, do you have any to add?
No, Riley, that's perfect.
So do we use this now, or this
Yes,
is new?
yes, no, we've had access to Clear for some time now, so this is really a renewal.
We're adding an AI feature and an online feature to it as well, so it's a small increase. Our percentage of it, so the 60%, we get 92% reimbursement for it.
Okay, so you're using it basically to track down kind of info before you place someone?
Before we place a child, if, you know, if we want to check to make sure, you know, online presence to find family members, we just recently found an uncle. So instead of having the kids come into our care and custody, they're going to the uncle, so.
And then on social services, it's connected into databases to determine their eligibility.
Yep.
That kind of thing.
Exactly.
That we don't have access to right now?
Correct.
without this?
To my knowledge, yes. That's what we're working on.
Yeah. And how was this vendor selected? Was this like a state contract process or?
I can get back to you on that. I don't have the full exact answer on that. I believe it would be a sole source state thing.
It has been
Yes.
sole source in the past.
Yeah, it's clear as a specific tool.
Correct.
Related, because law enforcement uses Clear a lot as well. So it's a clearinghouse of a lot of protected information that they would only have access to, because it is protected information, so only certain folks with certain jobs can access it.
So are they connected to the Clear, like airport security thing?
Oh, I don't know if that's the same. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like, it's almost like,
It's like TSA.
Like the check-in.
TSA
Yeah.
pre, I don't know if that's the same.
I'm not sure either.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's interesting too, because they do a whole presentation for us, and different states can access different things based on state law and everything too, so,
Right.
pretty interesting.
And we get federal funds for this also?
Yeah, so DCYS reimbursement would be slightly different than fraud unit's reimbursement in PSS, which is based on state reimbursement.
And right now, are we able to access this kind of, you know, anti-fraud, you know, kicking out people who aren't eligible? Can we do that now, and it's just more?
I believe we can right now.
Yeah, we do right now. We do right now.
And this is faster, or this is better?
This is it's an extension of the same contract with an addition of the new technological advancements such as AI and things like that, those sort of tools. So.
Motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Guys have it, thank you. All right, I would like to entertain a motion to group contracts 0737, 1185, and 1187 together, as they are all similar contracts.
Motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Group those contracts. So the three contracts I just listed are with St. Anne Institute, Albany Police Athletic League, and 518 Elite Basketball. They are all through the Department of Children and Families for Youth Bureau Services. The St. Anne contract is for $91,000. The Police Athletic League contract is for $50,000. And the Elite Basketball contract is for $25,000. And their term is 10/1/2025 to 9/30/2026. I will open the floor for comments or questions.
Nicole Ward, DCYF. So these are all funded through the Youth Bureau. It's 100% state funding. When the state gives us this funding, they have it in 4 different buckets, so to speak. So for St. Anne's, it's the Runaway and Homeless Youth Shelter, so we can only use that money for the shelter. And St. Anne's is the only shelter that we can use for it. It's the only one in Albany County. The Powell Police Athletic League is the youth development funding. This is for their year-round programming, so days off from school, they'll take kids to movies, or they've taken kids to the Bronx Zoo. They do their track meet, so money goes to those things. And then the 518 Elite is for, there's a specific money that's for team sports, and that's an elite basketball group. All of them have to be 501c3s and can't charge youth. So.
I'm assuming, given the timeframes, that
It's reimbursement.
it's reimbursement, right?
Youth Bureau funding is always reimbursement, so we're
It's
always
always-
kind of a year.
It's
like a
always
year behind.
egregiously late.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why.
That's the reason the term is so.
They have to submit their receipts, their payroll, whatever, to be reimbursed.
Okay.
So this is at least partially reimbursement for services that have already been rendered.
Okay, motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes, thank you. Next contract, staying with Department of Children, Youth and Families. This contract is number 1153 of 2026. This is for the Helping Hands School. This is for preschool evaluation services. The term is 7/1/2026 to 6/30/2027. The amount of $80,450. So look for comments, questions.
Nicole Ward, Department for Children, Youth and Families. Helping Hands is an approved New York State Board of Education preschool special education program. The state actually sets the rate for this. They set it in the fall and can change it a couple times. It's for related services. It's a center-based preschool. I think the class size has to be about 12 youth, and it's for kids between the ages of 3 and 5. So it's preschool special education. And they have to deliver what is in the kids' IEP.
So how many kids get from services out of this?
I think it has last year's on here. It doesn't say exactly how many, but I know last year we paid $76,621. Looks like we're increasing it a little bit this year. I can find out exactly how many. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head.
So if you're evaluated that you should be in this program, you automatically are enrolled. And is that based on like income eligibility?
I don't know what referrals are to that, like, what, I don't think it's based on income. I think it's any child that they have in that program that is eligible, and that's in Albany County.
Based on the IEP?
resident. Yeah, based on their IEP.
Okay, thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you can get me that.
Mhm.
info, I would love it. Motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Okay, moving to Information Services. Next contract is 1303 of 2026. This contract is with First Light Fiber Incorporated. It's for the installation of a new 1G internet circuit and 5 static IPs at DPW located at 449 New Salem Road. The term is 8/1/2026 to 8/1/2031. The amount of $39,000.
To support our disaster recovery data center, in practical terms, it gives us an additional reliable path to our backup systems if the primary data center, which is here, or rather the internet connection at our disaster recovery site fails. So this circuit is just part of our business continuity planning efforts.
And both contracts are $39,000?
For a 5-year term.
Right, but they're both the same. Is that?
Yeah, because it's just the cost of the internet we're paying for the service. It's not dark fiber. So dark fiber is point to point, and that's typically paid like on a per mileage basis for how long the fiber has to go. This is just an internet circuit, so we're getting a managed 1 gigabit connection from First Light.
Okay, and then one is 449 New Salem Road, what is that? Is that?
DPW.
That's the DPW
Okay.
main station right there on, where's that road? 85A?
Where is that?
85A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 420 Western, what
That's
what
the
offices?
gym at St. Rose.
That's St. Rose Gym?
Yeah, it's the EAC.
So, and that is for the esports laboratory, the esports lab, as well as public Wi-Fi at the St. Rose campus, for example, at the gym, for example, at the library. We had a lot of discussions with network architects and experts in this area, and the one resounding thing that they kept recommending to us was if a municipality is going to provide public Wi-Fi, that they need to get that. It's highly recommended that that's on its own dedicated internet circuit, because in the event that while we can have a lot of control of the activity that happens on that network and through that internet circuit, at the end of the day, like something could sneak by, and there could be potential like IP infringements and violations, or DCMA violations, and then if that internet circuit were to be shut down, we don't want it to have an operational impact to county business. That's why we're trying to separate these things.
That's good. Are we still having all those issues of like the malware kind of trying to, I think the legislature moving us all to county email addresses so no one uses anything but, is it better than it was?
So that's absolutely helping. That's related to like email security. And complete transparency, like our secure email gateway currently isn't functioning like the way we'd like it to. You can see that even if you look at like Gartner, like Magic Quadrants about how this product is rated in relation to its peers. And interestingly enough, the change in that over the past year has been kind of, we're living it. So right now we're doing multiple proof of concepts, which are essentially like trials, demos with different secure email gateways that are a little bit more behavioral based as opposed to like real-time threat detection based. So what we're trying to do is leverage AI, or not us leverage it, but leverage tools that leverage AI to track like user behavior, not to track, but to evaluate user behavior, and user behavior that is now like atypical from what is expected is treated as spam. Right now everything is like, our gateway is only as good as other people reporting issues to it, or even like real-time indicators of compromise. So some people have a layered strategy. We're evaluating it, but it's gotten better because when legislators use county-issued emails, at least like there's other protections in place. So it's going through more checks and balances.
Do we do the testing where we send out stuff that looks legit, and then if you get nailed,
Oh, yes.
you gotta go to?
Yeah, we have a separate problem with that.
I know somebody that may have had to do a training. They may be sitting up here. Maybe Pat caught me on a phishing test. I don't know.
If you feel like you, so we do have simulated phishing training. It's delivered to all employees on a monthly basis. For those of our friends in county government who are a little bit more click happy than others, they get enrolled in, I guess, remedial training if necessary. If you do a good job and you're past the training, you kind of progress back and you're just in that once a month cycle. But we are also seeing some minutia problems with with that tool as well, where like people are reporting things correctly and then they're getting flagged for it. It's because for whatever reason, the platform is noticing, like even when an image renders in the email, like I open up the email to preview it, I didn't click a link. But just because the image loaded on the page that had a URL embedded in it, it is considering that a click for whatever reason and enrolling people in the remedial training. We've talked to the vendor about it, and if that ever comes up for people, they can just let us know and we peel them out of the remedial training because we can very easily see it based on the analytics. It's something we're also working on kind of perfecting.
But the behavioral thing that you spoke about is basically learning through AI what I'm prone to usually do when I get something.
Who you're communicating with.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I, a lot of times what's happening is like there's increases in like advanced phishing and like business email compromise. So business email compromise isn't when we're hacked, but like our vendors are hacked. So when that happens, the bad actor will inadvertently, they'll either create a new account or potentially just start using like odd language that's much more like creating a sense of urgency, and the system will flag that and see that like this is the type of language that this person typically uses when it has like these other when certain other language is used, then it knows that that is most likely efficient, so it'll flag it as such.
Interesting. Okay, that's good.
Fight AI with AI.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. We kind of covered the next one. This is contract 1304 of 2026, also with IT, also with First Light Fiber. This is the 1G by 1G internet circuit, but this is the 420 Western Avenue. We spoke about the EAC. Term is same as previous, 8/1/2026 to 8/31/2026. The amount of $39,000. Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you.
Okay, last three items are with building services. The first is 1196 of 2026. This is the New York State Industries for the Disabled for window cleaning. This is, I'm assuming, county buildings generally.
Yes.
That's right, did you speak to these?
Yes.
Okay. This is for window cleaning at county facilities. This is 8/1/2026 to 7/31/2027, the amount of $46,586.14. Dave, would you like to speak to this?
Yeah, so as to your point, it's the same vendor for both contracts. They're both a one-year contract. They're both the existing vendor through the state as the State Industries for the Disabled. The first contract is specifically for county use facilities. The differentiation in the second contract is for the court facilities that OCA then pays us back a reimbursement percentage based on how much we use of that building and then how much they use.
So that would be, so the first would be all county use facilities, second would be
Yes.
County courthouse, family court, justice center?
It's almost on the second page here. Family Court Judicial Center and the courthouse at 16 Eagle.
But we only get 63% paid back by OCA?
For OCA.
So that is what is in here. I got handed this very last minute, so I can verify that and see what the reasoning for that is. If it's just a percentage of use or if we're getting a haircut on top of that or whatever's causing it. To see exactly how we drill down to that reimbursement percentage.
So this is how much we spend for a year's worth of window cleaning for
Yep.
all?
Yes.
So the first one costs us $46,000 to clean all the windows for a year in all county buildings.
Right.
For, that is this building, Mercantile Health, Mental Health Complex, and the Hall of Records.
Okay, what about the rest of them?
They just stay 30.
BOE?
BOE is in the Health Mental Health Complex.
Oh, okay. And then what about the social services?
Don't see social
That's
services
not on
in
this
here, don't see nursing home.
Okay, so we actually pay more than.
We can find out if there's a contract separate for
And
those.
how often do they clean the windows? These windows look like we could use it right here.
It's basically a summer contract, well, springtime.
So it is, that was stated in here as well, I believe it's two. So there's two interior and one exterior, I believe it's two interior, one exterior cleans a year. One exterior, one interior. But this also has DSS. So those not in the letter, but it is in the invoice. Department of Social Services, interior and exterior is on there.
All right, so that covers all buildings.
Okay, and then we should figure out if we do get 100%, we should get 100% reimbursed, right?
I'm not sure it's 100% because sometimes there are certain uses of a facility that are considered an OCA use, in which case you wouldn't get reimbursement for that, but we can drill down as to how the reimbursement is determined for.
We're gonna make sure it tracks with our reduced usage of the court facility.
Okay. All right, motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Oh, okay, that's just for 1196. The next contract is 1200 of 2026. This is the contract with the same vendor for the window cleaning at OCA, 8/1/2026 to 7/31/2026, the amount of $77,106.98. Entertained motion.
Motion.
Second, all those in favor? Aye. Ayes have it. Okay, staying with building services, the final contract is 1299 of 2026. This is with Sam Greco Construction Incorporated. This is for secondary general construction for the trade labor agreement renewal.
Term is 6/1/2026 to 5/31/2027, the amount of $200,000. Comments, questions?
So, thank you very much, I will handle this one as well. This is the final renewal of 2024 contract 1932. There was an amendment of that in 2025 to bump it up to the new level of the Contract Administration Board. So this piggybacks off of both of those preceding contracts to do the final year at 200,000 as per the amendment of the 2025 contract.
So this is a mini bid for secondary general contract, so this is the secondary, so it's not the primary in terms of if we have too many projects.
So this is like the
primary.
overflow.
The overflow, okay.
So can you explain that?
Yeah, so remember, this is just out of order with the other ones. This is previous meeting or the meeting before, we had a whole bunch of mini bid contracts that Commissioner Latina presented. There was electrical contract, there was HVAC, there was painting. There was general construction as well, if there was a larger construction project or heavier general construction that was needed within a facility. This is just the secondary on, and we passed the general primary in that meeting.
So this is if we have additional stuff that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if we call the primary vendor and they can't handle it, they're busy with other jobs.
Yeah.
things like that.
And it's an amount not to exceed 200,000. We never actually, or rarely hit this amount. It's just an amount not to
Right, the
exceed.
same for those others.
Yes, exactly.
So this one could be if we're removing the legislature, so if we
Yes.
were done
Yes.
in that room
Yes.
to.
Put up a
remove-
couple walls, add some
Yeah,
doors, yes.
okay. So that could be the other contract or this one?
Yes, and keep in mind, the real primary is county capability. So if we're able to do it internally, if we exceed that capacity, then you go to the primary. The primary is conflicted out or can't do it because of schedule, you go to the secondary.
Or if the job is big enough, you just bid it separately.
Yep.
And this is countywide stuff, so we
Yes.
don't. Okay, thank you. Motion?
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. That concludes today's agenda. I entertain a motion to close today's Contract Administration Board meeting at 5:17 PM on
Motion.
July 13th. Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Contract Administration Board meeting is closed. Thanks, everybody, for coming.